The following video is a verbatim recitation of session interactions for models from OpenAI. Last known save date was from Q4 2023. On your screen, you can see a screen cap of associated sessions as we work towards building a prompt for custom instructions involving transforming verbal audio notes into structured contextual data. So we pasted this in from a previous session. Continuing or picking back up from where we left off in our previous entry, episode, or video. The response was as follows. Your provided code defines a function, process text. That takes a text as input, performs various natural language processing NLP tasks using spacey and NLTK, and outputs a processed version of the text. The steps include named entity recognition, NER, part of speech, POS tagging, dependency parsing, sentiment analysis, and extracting patterns based on a defined grammar using regular expressions. Here's a breakdown of the code. 1. Named entity recognition. The code uses spacey to perform NER on each sentence and extracts named entities along with their labels. 2. Part of speech tagging. It uses spacey to perform POS tagging on each sentence and extracts the tokens along with their POS tags. 3. Dependency parsing. Dependency parsing is also done using spacey, and it extracts the tokens along with their dependency tags. 4. Sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis is performed using the NLTK sentiment intensity analyzer to obtain a sentiment score for each sentence. 5. Optimize for contextual synonyms. Step 5. This step is commented out, and it suggests using word embeddings or pre-trained language models to optimize for contextual synonyms. You might use word embeddings like Word2Vec, Glove, or pre-trained models like BERT or GPT. 6. Context window analysis. Step 6. This step is mentioned but not implemented. It suggests considering the surrounding words to capture the broader context. Depending on the context, you may need to extend the window of analysis to understand the meaning better. 7. Customization for domain-specific terminology. Step 7. This step is mentioned but not implemented. It suggests incorporating domain-specific dictionaries or terminology to enhance the processing for specific domains. 8. Regular expressions for specific patterns. Step 8. The code defines a simple grammar using regular expressions to extract noun phrases, prepositional phrases, and verb phrases from the POS tags. It uses the NLTK regx parser to extract patterns based on this grammar. Finally, the processed information is concatenated for each sentence, and the result is printed. You can customize and extend this code based on your specific needs and the nature of the text you are processing. The next prompt I followed up with was testing. Okay, so to begin a blast. So this was me copying and pasting maybe some speech to text saved previously. So this was the the excerpt. Testing, testing. Okay, so to begin a blast, so let's begin with the concept of a playlist. What is a playlist? Many people have asked this in the tone of a presenter giving a backstory, a oration, saying, well, this is the history of what we've come to know as the youth of playlist. Close quote. It's going to be, enter, space, slash. It's going to be centered around the platform of YouTube. Enter. The purpose of this is to chart specifically video sharing platforms. That as distinct from music sharing platforms. In many respects, open parentheses, including filter for compare and contrast between both closed bracket parentheses, bracket, enter. Look up quick short in dictation for Windows software and Word dictation software. Oh, okay. So far, we've been embedded within the Canva app, performing voice dictation. That has been useful. See, I'm in the mode as if this was a blast on Otter. Enter. Okay, we're going to scratch that. Enter. Okay, to get back to a playlist, what is a playlist? A playlist is a collection of videos. I feel like that's an established premise. But why do we use playlists? More importantly, why do we create playlists to begin with? When people normally think about playlists, they think about music. They think about sharing. What is tantamount to, a burned-in mixtape? Except in this case, we're talking about a digital abstraction. An abstraction that contains the variable. Difference of what's tantamount to 500 kilobytes in the way to hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes. If it's a multiple hour 4K video. The difference in that compression ratio in terms of the cybernetic ecology shifted the bound. In our Overton window, in terms of culture commentary surface area. Open parentheses. Provide technical research for the amount of data storage in an audio capacity for a music CD, a music record, a music album, and a music song, and cross-reference that based on the historical average of data that people were able to transfer amongst themselves before. That as a medium of exchange. The response was as follows. It seems like you've provided a sample text related to the concept of playlists, with some additional content about voice dictation and technical research on data storage for music. If you'd like me to process this text using the process text function from your original code, or if you have any specific questions or tasks you'd like assistance with, please let me know how I can help. Then I copied and pasted process text, and we received certainly a function from your original code to analyze the provided sample. Here's the modified code. So now we have a code readout in Python, scrolling. This modified code will process the provided text and print the results, including named entity recognition, part of speech tagging, dependency parsing, sentiment analysis, and extracted patterns based on the defined grammar. Okay, so that was number 1. So we just went to number 1. Now we're going to 1.1, prompt gen transfer. Okay, so to start from the beginning, this is where we went to go find one of our favorite prompts, one of the favorite from the beginning of when we started this process. On the website https://prompts.chat, we have one of my favorite OG prompt generators. This is Act as a Prompt Generator, contributed by @IUZN, shown on the screen. Actually, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Act as a prompt generator. The prompt is as follows. I want you to act as a prompt generator. Firstly, I will give you a title like this, : open quotes, act as a English pronunciation helper, close quote, period. Then you give me a prompt like this, : open quote, I want you to act as an English pronunciation assistant for Turkish-speaking people, period. I will write your sentences, and you will only answer their pronunciations, and nothing else, period. The replies must not be translations of my sentences, but only pronunciations, period. Pronunciations should use Turkish Latin letters for phonetics, period. Do not write explanations on replies, period. My first sentence is, quote, how the weather is in Istanbul, ? Close quote, period, close quote. Open parentheses. You should adapt the sample prompt according to the title I gave, period. The prompt should be self-explanatory and appropriate to the title, Don't refer to the example I gave you, period, close parentheses, period. My first title is, quote, act as a code review helper, close quote. Open parentheses. Give me prompt only, close parentheses. So this is actually super crucial. This prompt has been super crucial for me on my journey. I would like to take time to highlight the importance of this hypergraph reference on my personal journey, and that is the OG prompt generator from the beginning of ChatGPT as an emergence, and that was contributed by @IUZN, Act as a Prompt Generator, an incredibly important and impactful prompt on my journey, all the way from Q4 2023 on prompts.chat. In our next entry, we're going to pick up where we left off and start going into 1.1 and reading through some of the text. This video is a part of a larger series involving large language model culture commentary. Click here for a navigation aid on your screen, now appearing as a playlist. First video should be a hypergraph key. Second video should be a table of contents. Catch up on all things AI culture commentary with the following quick pick series. This is as an aggregator, your first stop shop for curated content on YouTube. Check out our playlists in the description or in the comments.